responsibility and okay.
I'm sorry. That's
okay.
me.
So when I think about this responsibility, I think about conscience, not about ego and mind, because mind can want to defend all our ideas and all our positions in life, and mind said, oh, my life is true, my life is the right, and so it's difficult to understand the other points and the other lives. So I think it's because you have to be able to transform ourselves each day, because the world are transforming, and the consciousness about union about all people, it's necessary, and about difference.
Yeah. It is very, I think we're gonna answer like 2 questions today because very, very hard. We have like how many? 9, but no. The third question is, that's for me, it's very interesting, and go ahead. Let's go. Let's do it. Some countries forbid school teachers from introducing subjects like homosexuality in their classes. Is this denying free speech?
This is a tough one. I had a discussion with friends the other day, and we didn't get to a common point, because some people think it's a freedom because they have to know, but some other, I don't want my kids to know at their age. I want them to, I don't know. I don't have a opinion about that yet. Tough.
Anyone? I will let you free to answer when you are comfortable. Please do it within this meeting. Okay, I give my opinion. I think it's not denying free speech. Actually, it's more denying knowledge. It's denying the right of people who's gay or LGBTQI plus. Okay, I'm lost. The right to exist. So why not introduce? The thing is, your children one time in their lives, they will face that things. Why not introduce like a natural thing, like a part of the world? If you are avoiding this topic, or feel like for too long, maybe you make the thing worse, you know, like yeah, it is complicated. Yasmin, what do you think?
It's difficult because I feel that is the same thing that we have in schools, like Mother's Day or Father's Day, you know. I feel like it's the same thing because like I know that some of my friends doesn't feel comfortable because like they have 2 mothers and we need to do something for like Father's Day, you know, so it's very difficult.
Yeah, and because at the school you learn like about, not learn, but you see things like stories about the princess that get married with the prince, and that's is being straight. Why not show the other side as natural as is? It is. So that's long, 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 long way, as Caetano Veloso said. Rachel, what about you?
So it's like when we talk about human rights, I think the school have to responsibility about this, and the children and teenagers have to understand about this type of respect of other, I don't know, with other ways to exist, because we have to respect this, and this is not how I say, responsibility of family and the church, and because, oh my God, any family have idea about this, have a way to explain this. So okay, any family can guide this people to understand, but I think in general we have to receive the information in the perspective of social and society, because yes, how Atem said, it's so natural, and it's about and I think we are private, yes, private, I don't know, nós somos, sei lá, privados, we are private to receive many informations about important things in school. So these have to change.
Yeah, I think I'm not disagreeing with you, but I think the topics like that are responsibilities of all the society, family, church, school, government, everything, because I think everybody does, everybody will do, or you see, you live. So, but if, I don't know you guys, but I never had any, my parents or my family never taught me about sexuality, never, ever. So I had to learn by myself, and I don't think I learned at the beginning in the best way, because I'm so afraid of being pregnant. Like, that's the only thing my father said, don't be pregnant, but I didn't know how that could happen. So I was 16 when I just exposing myself, of course, as normal. I was 16 when I kissed for the first time, and I thought, I knew it was impossible, but something in the back of my head thinking like, maybe I can get pregnant, with like, because the guy, the boy was a boy, so close to me, and so I never had any, they never teach me anything, so they didn't they didn't do that part. And the school, I learned when I was much older. So anyway, Endo, your turn.
Yeah, very nice that you shared your experience with that, because I think more or less in line with your answer that the most of the concept that we have in the society and our institution spread it a lot is based on the church laws, all this background. So this kind of thing, try to avoid to refresh the institutions that we have, and the society in general, you can see in schools. And for example, if you see, if we think about the Brazilian school, we never face, this kind of subject in the schools properly, in a good manner. So I think we have now the opportunity to start, to build this concept and to teach this, in a very good way, especially in Brazil, that we have a lot of problem with this kind of thing, So it's very important that you have to rethink our schools in that terms, to be nice and to discuss important topics, not even Brazil, but in the world. But it's very important to build, at least to start to discuss that.
Yeah, about, I don't know, about this kind of talks, I'm very open to, and I agree, children in any age have to be taught about sexuality, because people, many people think like it's so teach about sex, like how to make sex, but that's not true. That's a very, very ignorant point, like many stories. You can see many stories of a girl or a child that just found out she or he was abused when have some sexuality speech at school. So that's very, very important. Like you start with the beginning, like your body's yours, that kind of things, and you can improve and you can grow it makes that natural. So I agree 100% to about teaching children about sexuality and gender and things, because why not? Of course, respecting the age, respecting the children's time, and yeah, go ahead, Susanna.
We talk a lot. I didn't have an opinion, and when I had the discussion with my friends, I was confused about who has to talk about that. The families, the schools, the society, and then Endo said something that made me think about the Catholic vision that limits that's forbidden to say and blah blah blah. And then you said about the natural thing, and it's right. It should be natural. It's a natural thing, and everyone should talk about it in the family, in the school, in the society, especially to prepare people and children not to be molested. I don't know the word, but that's right. It was good to hear all of you. I don't have an opinion now. I have a better view of it, and I think it should be treated like a natural thing. Like an example, I just adopted a cat, and I was the other day, my mom was at home, and he was licking himself, cleaning himself. My mother said, "Ooh, that's nasty." I'm like, dude, it's his nature. He's just doing what he's made to do, and we forbid and made everything so hidden, and that makes such a I don't know. It gives space for wrong things to happen, like child abuse and all those things, because it's not natural, and we don't talk about it. So how can we protect ourselves if we don't know what it is?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm glad that everybody conversation.
Yeah, and I'm thinking about what you says, Atam, that they will face this in the world. It's natural from the media. If not from school, from media, from the world in general. And there must be as consequence of facing without teaching, without know how to handle this kind of news and this kind of information, is to consume misconception of this stuff, misconception of sexuality, homosexuality, and all the laws and rights that exist about it. So you totally right when you say that they will face in the world because it's natural, and we can see around, everywhere you see. That's it.
And you, of course, you guys, maybe not, but probably you guys know Gil do Vigor from Big Brother last year, and he is a religious man, a homosexual religious man. So I saw he saying about how was hurtful to him face his nature and the conflict between what he is and what the church and the society teach him. So, you know, if he maybe if was more open, more since the beginning, he would understand. We could avoid a lot of suffering. So I think
depression, depression, a lot of people. And I just noticed about how I was limited by the Catholic view. I think, no, maybe if you teach that in the school, that was my thinking before this conversation, you stimulate people to be that, but that's a natural thing. It's over there. You're going to face it one day. And it was good point.
And I don't think you can stimulate people being straight or homosexual or bisexual. It's just a thing, because if it was, no religious people, anyone would be homosexual or bisexual or anything, because you learn that's not what happened. Okay, let's try another question. Number 4, does the internet open up the possibilities of totally free speech and freedom of expression? Rachel's like, Go ahead, Rachel. You.
Yeah, no, because I think, yes, it's like the impression about, how I say, the land, freedom land, a freedom land that you can hate anybody and love anybody, and this is the extremes. And oh my God, and I'm anonymous, so okay, I'm protected. So this is the illusion, the big illusion of our era, of our generations, because it's like, I don't know how I say loop, but it's like put this in the strange and bad things that we bring with us in the past generations. So we put this loop in these problems, and okay, go to internet and go ahead, and it's like, I don't know, it's bizarre.
I'm just a note. I'm very proud of myself because I know how to say lupa in English.
Oh, say.
Yeah, because my husband used one to paint do you know that's little models of the Warcraft. Yeah. So he used a magnifying glass.
Wow. Magnifying glass.
So yeah, why did I know that? I just realized that I know. It's just a thing not related to the question. I agree. I do agree with you with this. That's curtain of anonymous. I don't know how to say this in English, but this thing like you anonymous. And what do you think? Number 4.
Yeah, I do agree as well with Rachel. I think it's we have when we see the internet, we can notice how the misconception is growing and spreading, the roots of misconception. For example, when Yasmin says about the monarch's, speech about, the people don't really know about the consequences of, their speech. And like, we are in a freedom, you have to preserve the freedom, without restriction. So the internet is not, of course, it's a place that we can be free. But now we are facing a lot of these consequences, spreading, bad ideas about racism, about a lot of bad thoughts. And yeah, it's very hard to discuss about that, because I really don't know how to, to avoid that. I really don't know.
Yeah, the problem for me, it's not the consequence, the bad, like when you like monarch again, that's a big thing now, or about that guy who went to Ukraine to help the refugees. Oh my God. Anyway, it makes me so angry. It makes me so mad. That the bad consequence for him is, for me, is justice. For them, justice. But the thing is, how many people agree with them, and now they have something to support them in their thoughts? I know many guys, many would agree with that guy. And I believe I've heard something like that before, like the blonde Tour de Blonde, you know? So not specific about that, but you know what I mean. So many people recognize themselves in that speech. So that's, for me, it's the worst part. Like when you see someone very important saying things like that, some people, some person that is famous, that's very, very complicated. And I'm afraid of this kind of thing. So it's more like on internet, you can spread the idea very fast. Like, so it's, yeah. Yasmin, your turn. What do you think?
I feel that on the internet, like, people are not being free, they are being rude, because like they think they could say anything. And for them, like, it's okay to hurt someone, you know, because we have laws that it doesn't work, so it's okay. And yeah, it's very difficult because, like, I'm not saying that I'm right and you are wrong, but when your opinion offends someone, hurt someone, you need to think about it.
Yeah, I've offended someone at some point of my life, but on internet, that's for sure. Because, like, you know, more not now. Now I try not. I try. I don't say I can, but I try. Don't say that's my opinion, and that's what the most important thing in the world. My opinion. I really don't like the when you use the card, my opinion, you know. Yeah, it's an opinion, but it's a bad opinion, it's a stupid opinion, maybe, you know. But I try don't offend people or minorities, or but I don't know if I do well all the time. Susanna, what do you think?
And I think that what you just said about you try not to offend people, just to conclude, is like the video you showed us, that the guys say, there's always someone that's going to be offended. I mean, in a group, whenever you say it. But getting back to the question, I think the internet is a place to promote free speech. And I think, again, it's different. It should come with responsibility, that's individual. You cannot enforce people to be responsible. And it's a place to promote hate, to promote racism and terrorism, and it's very dangerous. So it is, you can speak everything you want, and though people, it should be more responsible, because whatever you say, it can stimulate someone's hate, and that can cause a terrorism attack, and it's two different things. It is a place for free speech, but it should be used responsible. But that's an individual thing. How do you ask people to be? I mean, impose people to be responsible. I don't know. It's sad. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I agree with the guy when he said in 1,000 people, maybe you offend one. I agree with him, and like that's why I like that video because it tricks me a lot. But I agree with the interviewer when she said there are ways to mitigate the offense. Like there are things I think we discussed before, Yasmin, in another meeting, like things you shouldn't say you can think whatever you want, but you shouldn't say like, I don't like your body. You know, this kind of thing is just offensive. It's not important. You know, it doesn't change anything for anyone. So maybe you should shut your mouth. So
maybe freedom of speech should comes with a responsibility
you
of
have to.
the other. It should be
It has
together, not separate. One shouldn't come without the other one.
Yeah, but on internet, people think, would you say the things you say on internet when if the person was like face to face, like you're facing the person? That's what I think when I sometimes I want to like, you know, if I want to answer, but if this person would be here, I would say on their
That's a
face.
good point, because people say things they wouldn't say if they were showing their faces. So that's even better. That's even worse. I mean,
Yeah. Let me okay, let's choose another one. I think everybody agrees with no, and the seventh one. Okay, that's very polemic as well. Many countries censor websites to control what their citizens can or cannot see. It's dangerous. Is this dangerous? I have no idea. I think it is dangerous, but I think there are websites like and deep web, the things it should be censored. Like as we said before about Nazi speech, or like teaching people make bombs, I don't know. Things like you can find anything on internet. So maybe some things we shouldn't find so easily. Yeah. I think I can't go further than this, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Go, Yasmin.
I think it could be dangerous because like we know that some countries support this kind of prejudice. So yeah, could be or not, because like they are controlling all your life. So this is bad.
Yeah, when I think about this, I think about like North Korea. I'm very ignorant about things, but I know in Brazil we have some censor everywhere we have censor. So, but like North Korea, maybe China, that's what you know. China has a complete separated internet line. I don't know. It's complete separate, and Russia is doing the same. Russia's doing the same. Like they don't need. It's like it's closed and there and separate of the world, so they can censor anything. But some websites, I kind of agree. And though.
It's amazing to hear you all, because it's not a relevant, so deep discussion that we are trying to kind of more or less solve here today. It's very interesting because we think a little bit about the time, the history, we lived in a time that we are kind of talking about the freedom and so on. Everybody, can be free and so on. And now we are kind of, all the countries, they are doing, the opposite. They're all not, we need to close our boundaries, because it's dangerous. We cannot. So it's very deep conversation, very, very nice topic. And about the question, I think it can be dangerous because sometimes, this kind of thing is made to prohibit the individuality, you know, so it is hard, in my opinion. And we see in the North Korea and the China, all those countries. So it's a problem, very big problem. But about the bad contents, you know, that's really dangerous. I totally agree with you. I think, you know, need to be.
It is hard. It is hard.
Yeah, very hard conversation. We are on
I
our
was
own conference. This is our own conference.
Yeah, that was my first idea of meeting when I start on TNT, and I just doing now. You know, like I start on August. So I'm procrastinating this one, particularly this one, because I know I knew it was hard. Susanna, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's dangerous to limit information, but there's like everything I believe in has two ways. There's the good points and the bad points, such as videos that stimulate aggressive or show you how to build a bomb or something. But in the same way, you limit people information and you're kind of manipulating what they're gonna know or whatever. So there should be a test. You want to have freedom? Okay, prove me you are responsible. You gotta be responsible to have freedom, because what are you gonna do with the freedom? It really affects everyone's life as a society in the world. So I think it has both either good things and bad things if you limit. I think you should not have limit of the information in any country for the internet, and people should be more responsible to the information and what they do with that. But I wouldn't like to live in a country like China and North Korea and South, I don't know, North, and not have access to the world or anything. And I didn't know Brazil has limit censored information on the internet.
Yeah, like we have the surface web when you have the deep web. That's it's a red sensor, like it's separated somehow, because the most of the people don't have so easy access to those things, but there are others as well. It's that one, it's very tricky one, because like, yeah, we have to have the information, because if we don't, we are being manipulated, but we are not manipulated already. And who will say to us what is responsible, what it's not, what is good, what's not? Someone will be manipulating, you know?
Exactly. Who is going to be the one responsible to define what they can learn or not? Yeah, yeah, that's crazy.
Rachel, did you answer?
Oh my God, I totally agree with you guys. Okay, I have nothing to add. No, but it's just, for me, it's like if these things internet goes against human rights, okay, we can block. Okay, don't, because how we can receive this information? It's good for who? So. But I don't know. It's delicate. I don't know. It's delicate because I don't know. I don't know who are control this. I don't know how type of consents control this. What we receive, what don't receive. So okay, we aren't free. I don't know. I think we try every day understand where are free inside, and how I can be more free and more respectful outside, because it is.
Yeah. I can't disagree. I can't agree. I just listen and try to figure out what's my role And this was my part on this. So Wanda, how was the conversation for you today?
It's a nice conversation, a really good subject to discuss. We concluded we need freedom and we need law too, because it have many bad guys in the internet, in the society. We need law because freedom is for empathy person and educate person. It's not for all. We need law.
Yeah, we have boundaries, we have limits, we have to respect
Yeah,
it's like, and as I said in the beginning, the social contract we have. Like you can't listen your favorite songs out loud in the middle of the night. Oh, it's my freedom.
it's my
You know?
freedom, but it's not freedom.
But live in a society is not just about you. That's the thing. And
That's
Yeah.
the point.
that's the point.
Definitely.
So guys, I give you the survey. You can evaluate this meeting. So in the chat, go there, and if you want, please go there right now and give a score to 0 to 10. 10 is the best one, so choose that. And you can leave a comment, and that's the way you can improve our meetings, our service, everything. Okay. So I give you 2 minutes to go there and give me a survey. Don't worry, it's not a pressure. You're free to do whatever you want, okay? Use your freedom, these 2 minutes of freedom. Okay. Who did it?
Wait.
Okay. No, you can save the link and give a review later, okay?
Okay.
So please give him a good one, because I'm a very sensitive person.
I feel you.
Yeah, we do. So thank you very much, everybody. I really like this topic. At the same time, I'm very uncomfortable. So for me, it's good as a way I can grow myself. I can guarantee you I will be all day. I'm gonna be all day thinking about it. So that's good for me. And yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank
you.
I hope to see you
Bye
soon.
bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you. Really nice.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.